Peace, 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 and good afternoon. It's your boy, Sincere Seven, coming to you live and direct from the Psychonaut Academy in Detroit, Florida edition. Clearly, y'all, I've been on one today. I've been enjoying my day. I've been, I'm in my bag right now. We on the second day of the Intentions and Manifestations Magic course. So I'm feeling all types of feels right now. I'm feeling good. We engaging in all type of crazy conversations and whatnot, right? So, if you've been on the book, you might have been seeing some of the fun we've been having today. But now I just wanted to switch it up. I wanted to switch it up a little bit and talk about some of the current events that's going on. You know what I'm saying, with our people or whatnot, right? So I haven't really said anything because I've been just watching and just paying attention to what's going on, what's being said, how things are being, accepted or how things are being presented, right? And so I've got some conversation that I'd like to just discuss with my people. It's like, am I wrong? Am I seeing it differently than everybody else? Am I missing something? Are other people seeing something that I'm not seeing? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I need to tap in and check in just to make sure I'm on point and I'm not tripping. Okay? So today's Kush and Koffee is brought to you by the Taraji P, Henson, Vivica Fox, Oprah Winfrey, all of that. I want to discuss this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see how y'all see it. I want to hear, you know what I mean? I want to see if anybody is seeing it the way I am. And I'm not saying I'm seeing it the right way and y'all need to bear witness to what I'm saying because I'm right. I get so tired of people whenever I come with these conversations. It's called philosophy, y'all. I'm not saying now there's some things that I'll be like, no, I'm saying something that's right. This is science, this is math, this is history, whatever. This right here, this not that. You know what I'm saying? It's not that. I'm not right, I'm not wrong. I'm just observing, and I got a few comments / questions. Right? Is that all right with y'all? You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't have the same questions, comments, and concerns as I do, there's nothing wrong with that. But I just wanted to be clear that I do have some questions and some comments and a couple concerns. And so, how do I start this off? I want to be careful. Because this is a conversation where I'm just dealing with philosophy. I got to say it again. I'm not saying what's right and wrong. I'm just saying I'm observing things and I have some questions, right? So, first off, people are saying Taraj is presenting something that we all need to be aware of. And a lot of people are saying that Monique brought this issue to us some years back. And I'm aware that she has spoke on Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry and, basically saying what individuals owe them. Okay. So, let me be clear. I have no dog in this fight. I have no, you wrong because, or, hell yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be. I don't have that. I have questions. Okay? Okay. So first of all, I remember when Monique, now as far as whatever she said about Oprah, I'm not really privy to. Let me just say it like that. I don't know for a fact of everything she said and how it was presented. So let me not speak like I do. Okay? Let me be clear. But I do remember that Monique came on a live and explained that she had just left. This is what she said. I just left Netflix. And that her issue was that she went to Netflix to attempt to get a deal on a special. And basically they told her that they were not going to give, they told her what amount that they was going to give her for her special. And apparently she had a problem with it. She had an issue with it. Like, what? Nah, hell no. Why I'm getting that amount? You paid so-and-so this amount. I think it was Dave Chappelle. And it's like, yeah. And you paid this person this amount. What's the white girl comedian? Amy Schumer, I believe. You know, so it was like some complaints about what they were offering other people and what they were offering her. Okay, so let me be clear. I ain't got to be clear. This is my opinion. This is how I feel. Like, it ain't no. I don't run none of this shit. Monique is not funny to me. Never has been. And so, when I'm looking at what's being said, my response was, well, I can understand that because you're not as funny as them. Amy Schumer is like, she 50-50 with me. But Monique is like 20-80. Like, you're not funny. Every now and then you'll say some funny shit, but this whole I hate skinny women, like she's just not funny to me. I ain't got to talk about why. She's not funny to me. And Amy Schumer, like, if I was the person in charge of paying these individuals, the prices that they were saying that they were willing to pay one person this much, I was on some, like, I can't argue with that. I'm not disagreeing. I do feel like you deserve, like, I'm not going to watch it. So if they're paying based off of how many people they'll think that they'll get to watch it, then it makes sense. If I don't think but maybe 10,000 people are going to watch this shit, then maybe I'll offer you 30,000. But if I feel like over 1 million are going to watch your shit, then I'll give you 100,000. Come on, like, it makes sense. So this was me responding. No, this was me observing what was being said. My response to it was this. This was my response to the Monique thing when it came out. So you're telling me that you got up this morning and drove to the Netflix studio to speak about getting your special. Okay? Hold on. Walk with me, y'all. I want y'all to understand what I'm saying. You woke up this morning and said, I'm about to go to Netflix studio because I'm about to offer them my services so that they can place me on their platform and I can get paid for the comedy that I produce for them. Then they told you, well, we don't think you're worth this much, but we'll give you this much. And you leave there, and your next thing was to come onto social media and tell me and everybody else we need to boycott Netflix. Excuse me, ma'am, you got in your car this morning to go and do business with Netflix. Because they're not willing to give you the amount of money that you want, you're telling me now that I should boycott them? Well, shit, somebody should have boycotted you when you made that stupid-ass movie Precious. That's how I felt. Like, take a note from Denzel Washington about the roles that you are willing to play. Now, this is my own personal opinion. Okay? So, for me, it was like, why would I go and boycott this company because they didn't offer you the amount of money you wanted when you were clearly willing to get in bed with them? All right. So that is how I start this. This is how I start this. Okay. I don't care for Monique. I don't like her as a person, as an artist, as an entertainer, as an actress. None of that. So my opinion is biased. But hold on. Taraji P. Henson, that's my baby. I love her. I love her. I think every single part she's played, I'm like, that's my girl. Empire. What's the joint she did with Maine? It's so hard out here for a pimp, whatever. Like, everything Taraji touches, I've been a fan of, right? So I'm saying that so I can say that I'm approaching this with a very balanced thought process. So, you are approached by Oprah Winfrey, and she offers you a certain amount of money to... Now, before I even go into the Oprah Winfrey thing, what was it that they were speaking of, that part she did when she wanted more money and they offered her $100,000, and she came back and basically renegotiated her contract and they offered her $150,000. It might have been for the one that just happened, the color purple. I ain't sure, but either way, this took place. You wanted more money. You was like, nah, let's negotiate it. They gave you more money. You accepted. You did the part. I have heard from or about several stars on this subject about not getting paid what they feel like they're worth. I believe Monique actually came back to say the Parkers over the years that they was out made blah 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 much money, and so they feel now later on, knowing this, that they have the right to ask to be compensated for what they feel like was the correct amount of money. That's bullshit. This bullshit. Um, let me tell you something. I have noticed that one thing that creates a difference in how I view things is what I experience. So if you've never been in a position where you are the person paying, where you're the person providing, where you're the person giving an opportunity, then you might not agree with me. But being a person that's been on the receiving end as well as the offering end, I have to say, you got me fucked up. If you think that I'm putting something together and I come to you and say, hey, I'm putting something together and I feel like you should be one of the people that represent what we're putting together. I want you to play this role. And you say, okay, well, what are you offering? And I say, I'm offering 200,000. And you were like, bet. And I pay you 200,000. And we go through our year or 2 or 6 months of recording or however long it is. And then I put the movie or the TV show on the air. And it makes $600 million. For you to think that it's okay for you to now come back and say, hey, you made this much money. So I feel like, matter of fact, fuck all that. Let me give you a real life scenario. Let me tell y'all the truth of what happened. So some of y'all who know me know that I run Sincere Mirage, which is the first THC infused wine to be released for sale in America. Yeah, your boy, that was me. Yeah, the first, okay? Hold on. I need y'all to understand how this came about. I had a company called Go Green Installations where I install grow rooms for individuals who want to grow cannabis. I install grow rooms, medical marijuana facilitation centers, all of this. I install them, right? So I was shooting a commercial. So the individual that somebody told me to go to for this commercial, I was sitting with him. So we're sitting and we're talking, getting ready to do the commercial, and he asks me about the different things that I do. I explained to him some of the different things that I do. And I asked him, what do you do? And he explained to me, well, I do this, I do, he had a few things that he did. And then he said, and me and a few of my brothers own a wine company. I'm like, a wine company? Black people don't make wine. I'm being silly. I'm being funny, right? And, we laugh and joke. And so I started asking him, what's that about? Like making wine, like what's the process about? Like, whatever. And he starts talking to me about the process and what's done, and how it's done, and what goes on in this. And I'm going, damn, okay, that's dope. So I said, let me ask you a question. You ever made THC infused wine? His response to me was, you know what? I've been talking to my partners about that. That's something that we thought about getting started, but we don't know how to make it. Now, for those of y'all who don't know, I'm a scientist. So when he started breaking down how to make wine, I'm hearing everything I need to hear. Let me keep it simple. And so I says, well, look, let me ask you a question. How could I get in this? Can I purchase your wine from you? And he says, well, our wine, we make them through the season so that we can release them for sale through the next season. So it's like we're going to make them throughout the winter so that we can sell it through spring and summer, get our money back, and in fall, we'll start making more. So the wine that he had was still being made. I said, so what are those? They were 5-gallon carboys. That's what they're called. I said, so that's not even finished. He says, no, it's still got to go through the secondary phase and then completion. I said, how many bottles is that 5-gallon carboy going to make? Approximately 30 bottles. Really? How much do you charge per bottle for your wine? Approximately, I think it was $15, $20. I don't know. Let's just say $20. So, $20 a bottle, 30 bottles. So $600, if I'm doing my math correctly, would basically give you the amount of money. My math might be wrong. I'm telling y'all, my math might be wrong. But if you multiply $20 by 30 bottles and press equals, whatever that amount was, I said to him, I'll give you that amount for that 5-gallon carboy of wine right now. Understand what I'm saying, y'all. I need y'all to understand this. He's making the wine. He has to finish it. And when it's finished, he has to purchase bottles, corks, labels, all of this. So I'm saying I will pay you retail price, meaning I just bought every single bottle of wine you're going to produce in the bottle right now today. I gave him that money and I left with the 5-gallon carboy of juice that is being turned into wine. I took it to the house and I did what I needed to do to it to produce THC infused wine. Okay? I bottled it up and I took it to the THC Expo and I sold it for $60 a bottle, 3 times the amount that he sold his for, maybe more. I sold out. So he goes through a whole season to sell his. I sold out in that weekend. I came back to him and I said, hey, bro, can I buy those other carboys that you have going? And he says to me, where's the one I just sold to you? And I said, I turned it into THC infused wine and I sold it. He says, really? Yeah. How much did you sell it for? I said, $60 a bottle. He did the math and says, so you made blank, blank, blank off of that? I did. And now I would like to purchase another carboy from you. He looked me dead in my face and said, well, now that I know you making that much off of it, I'm going to have to go up on the price. My response was something to the manner of, man, you got me fucked up. You can kiss my ass. I just gave you top dollar for some bullshit you ain't even finished yet. I paid you for your bottling. I paid you for your labels. I paid for the PVC. I paid for everything. And I got a half completed wine. Why would you tell me I have to pay you more for the same thing because of what I made off of it? Okay, so now maybe y'all can understand where I'm coming from. This is how I'm seeing these situations. So now, to get off of that, I just wanted to feed y'all that so you can see what I mean when I say I've been at the point where I am the provider and I've been at the point where I am the one who is receiving the opportunity. So when I hear an actress or an actor say, I was not given the amount of money that I'm worth, my question is, how the fuck you gonna put that on the individual that you agreed to take that amount from? I love Taraji P. Henson, but to think that you can do a movie and then come back and complain about what you were paid when you was told what you was gonna get paid going into it, boo-boo. I'm sorry, my baby. If I'm your man and you come home and you tell me 3 months into fucking production, this is some bullshit, I'm not being given my value and I'm mad about it, I'm gonna say, wait a minute, then why did you accept it? You accepted that payment. You accepted that price. Okay? So, to now be saying all of my career, I have never been given what my value is. My question is, then why do you repeatedly accept less than you feel like you are worth? Hold on, I'm gonna sip my juice on that. I need to know where I'm hating at. I need to know where I'm an asshole for saying this. I myself am an entrepreneur. And there is times when people will call me and will want something that I'm offering. And will tell me that they're not willing or able to pay me the amount that I'm asking for. And they will ask me, can I give you this or that? Or we can negotiate. Maybe you can give me half in money, or excuse me, maybe I can give you half in money and I can give you this, that, and the other, right? It's up to me to accept that. Once I say, oh, I had a situation where a young lady was in another state and she was selling a whole bunch of things. And there was like a snake statue looking over a crystal. There was glasses with a carrying plate. There was a whole bunch of stuff that she had and she was selling. And so I came on and I was like, hey, like, I'd like to get some of those things. Would you like to work, a deal? And she was like, yeah, I'll take this much money and I'll take this much in, the things that I have that I work with and that I offer. And I was like, bet. I sent her the money and I sent her, saying what she asked for in return as far as the things that I offer. She sent me the goods. When I got them and opened them up, some of the shit was broke. Some of it was cracked. Some of the things were not what I thought they were when I seen them over, the internet. I would not even dare to hit her back and be like, well, look, this ain't the value that I thought it was. So can you send me $100 back? Can you send me some more of the shit that you was offering us? No, you made an offer. I accepted it. I received what you offered. I'm not happy about what I received. That's on me. I know now that in the future to pay attention and be more attentive to what I accept, to what I'm saying. That's how I'm seeing this whole shit. So this whole idea of, let me be clear, I don't even like Oprah, never have. But the idea that she was wrong for paying people what she said she was offering them and sticking to it, I just feel like, come on, like can we find something else to try to tear somebody down for? Now, I kept my mouth shut about this while it was going on until Vivica Fox apparently was questioned by paparazzi. And they asked her, hey, how do you feel about the atrocities that are being placed upon the black female actresses in Hollywood and the devaluing that's going on and the lack of paying you all what you're worth? And to my understanding, Vivica Fox said, I'm not experiencing that. I haven't went through that. I have gotten the amount of money that I have wanted for the roles that I have played. And I'll be damned if black people are coming for her neck as if she was supposed to jump in the bandwagon and be like, hell yeah, it's some bullshit the way they doing. Whoa. Motherfuckers is coming for Vivica Fox's neck. And I'm sitting here going, wait a minute, fuck is wrong with y'all? Why are y'all attacking this woman for not experiencing? If anything, Taraji should have hopped in her inbox and said, sis, I heard what you said on that fucking question the other day. I would like to know, how is it that you are receiving the money that you want for the parts that you are playing in Hollywood? How is it that all of a sudden Vivica Fox is the next target of tearing down? She's a coon and she ain't shit and she threw her sisters under the bus. No, she didn't. She made it very clear that they ain't fucking over me like that. I think that maybe we as a people need to start. This is why I keep saying we as a fucking people lack accountability for what we do, what we say, and what we take part in. And I am so sick of our weak ass people always looking to blame somebody else and cry, I am a victim. Right, she's speaking of her experience, not everyone else's. And to say this is what they're doing to us, to have a sister saying, no, ain't no us, it's just you. I think that maybe she needs to say, well, shit, I need to come talk to you. I need to sit next to you. I need to take some fucking lessons from you instead of saying, hey, y'all, she not crying with us, so we need to attack her. Shut the fuck up. Our peoples lack accountability so much that it fucking disgusts me. It disgusts me. I look at our people and I just be like, you weak ass. Oh, the rappers is the reason why my kids ain't shit. And whose fault is it that these people are not getting paid? It's their own goddamn fault. You tell me you want me to play this stupid ass part. You offer me a certain amount of money and I don't like, why the fuck would I agree to do it? The movie came out. The credits says your name. The paycheck was received and it was cashed by you. How is it I've had individuals that I have employed to work for me. I've had individuals that I've had that puts wine labels on my bottles. I've had individuals who have worked for me in different companies, whether it was the installation company I had, whether it was the business consultation company I had, whether it was the medicine product like Urban Treasure. All of these companies have had employees. Not one of them is going to come to me today and say, I heard you made $400,000 last year, so when you paid me $50 a day to do what I did, I don't think it's fair. I've had people who have trimmed weed for me, and I've paid them a certain amount of money per day. You ain't finna, oh, I done sold all my weed, I done made 20, 30,000, and you coming back talking about, well, he only paid me $100 a day, and that's fucked up, and he owes me $15,000 more because he made a lot of money with what? Shut the, y'all sound stupid. Am I the only one thinking like this? Please tell me. And if you have a different visual about this, please share it with me. Because again, this is urban philosophy. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying I don't get what the fuck other people talking about. And I would like somebody to explain this shit to me. Okay? Hey, hold on. C-Buds in the Breeze got a comment. They said, how many people working a 9 to 5 included, how many people working a 9 to 5, me included, knowing their boss is making way more for their work off of their name and be compensated further than what agreed? I butchered that, but I think the message came through. Yes, it did. That's exactly what I'm saying. You go to a job and they be like, we're paying you $13 an hour. You're like, all right, cool. And you start working the job, and then 3 months later, you're talking about, this job don't even pay me shit. I don't even know what. Wait a minute. Are you saying that you did not understand until today what the fuck your payment was? I love Taraji, but I think that this. Okay, I think that there's more to it. Let me just be clear. I don't want to just be like, I think you a punk ass broad because you crying about some bullshit. I think that there's more to it. And I think that needs to be expressed because as it's sitting now, it don't make sense. And that's why I've been kind of sitting watching because I'm sitting back when the shit first came out going, wait, didn't you agree to take that payment? Why are you now complaining about it? You sound like Monique. And people are saying, this is what Monique was saying. Yeah, well, Monique, decided to take on that dumbass role and whatever punk ass pay that they offered you for it. How do you come back years later talking about you owe me more money? Because you made money. Of course they did. People, Diosa said, people love to accept what's offered initially, then get mad when they hear that somebody else received more. Man, make it make sense, because I don't get it. I don't get it. And not only do I not get it, but it's disappointing to me. It's disappointing to me that people are making a fool out of themselves. Because that's how I feel. And said they could have asked for more in the beginning. Period. Flat out. And it's like, for me, it gives like those vibes of like, you're fucking up your own career. Because if you think about it, you accepted the role, you accepted the pay, you played the part, the shit came out, and now during the publicity, you want to start shitting on the individual who gave you the opportunity to play the part. Do you ship Sincere Mirage? How can I place an order? Apologies now if stupid question. No, that's not a stupid question. I'll say this though. Hell no, I don't be shipping things like that. That's illegal. But inbox me and we can talk about the options that you have available. You know what I'm saying? You gonna ask me some shit like that on the live? No, I'm talking shit. I love you though. You feel me? I'm gonna tell you like the hustlers will tell you. Oh, I can get it to you. I have outside sources that handle my shipping. Me as a business owner, I don't ship anything. I have individuals that if you want to purchase from me, they actually do the shipping. I could put that out there. I could say that on live. I don't ship anything. You know what I'm saying? From none of my businesses. But you know what I'm saying? I have individuals, that I hired that ship from me. Oh shit. In a few years, they're going to be coming back talking about, hey, you owe me a couple thousand because, you know what I'm saying, the things that you shipped off, I heard you made money off of them. Nah, you good. I'm not tripping on that. Dio said they could have asked for more in the beginning. Oh, I read that already. Yeah, man. Yeah, so this is just something that just kind of concerned me as not just, you know, an individual in our culture, but an individual who gives people opportunities, who pays people, who employs people. I think that takes a hell of a fucking lot of audacity. You know what I'm saying? I think that takes, and so for me, that's what I mean when I say I feel like she's shitting on herself. Taraji, you making yourself look bad, baby. Like, I wouldn't even want to give you an opportunity, like, going forward, because now I'm like, well, damn, are you going to do that? You know, like, because how's the individual going to even know that you felt some type of way when you accepted the shit? You know what I'm saying? You accepted it, but then you gonna shit on the people who gave you the opportunity later. It don't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense, and I'm trying to make sense of it. I'm trying to see why, like, especially coming from Vivica Fox. Why are they coming? Like, let me be clear. I love Taraji P. Henson. I'm not a fan of Vivica Fox. However, I don't allow how I feel about people to change what I stand on. Vivica Fox was not fucking wrong in saying what she said. Y'all want people to dick ride. That's what we call it in the hood. I want you to dick ride for me. If I complain about something and they ask you, I want you to act like you with me and complain about it too. I'm not no dick rider. If I go to a class or a course and I enjoyed it, and you know, you and the teacher had a disagreement, and so now you don't like the teacher, and you go on live and you say a bunch of shit, and then you like, ain't that right, Seven? Nah, I didn't experience that. I thought the teacher was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? But then again, I wasn't coming at their neck like you was, so they checked you because you said da-da-da-da-da. So I don't know. Maybe that's why you went through. You come for me? All right. Come on. Come on, Cletus. You'll walk over, but you'll limp back. I feel like Vivica ought to come on and say some shit. But you know, we all different in our makeup. Me, I'd be like, what? Y'all got me fucked up. Y'all you shouldn't have asked me then. Go ask them weak motherfuckers who ain't getting what the fuck they feel like they worth. Why the fuck they ain't getting what they worth? Why they accepting less than they feel like they deserve? You know what I'm saying? I feel like, fuck that. People coming at her neck. My question is, Fuck wrong with y'all? She ain't throw her under the bus. She ain't do shit out of pocket. That's that one, young blood king. You got that respect. Yo, appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? She ain't do shit out of pocket. She told the truth about what she experienced. Shit, I'm not getting the least. I'm getting paid for mine. I'm making money for mine. Taraji, you need to go and ask her to be your big sister in Hollywood then. Can you tell me how you get your bread? Can you tell me how you get your worth? Not, why don't you come and cry with the rest of us who just got paid? And furthermore, why y'all even fuck with The Color Purple anyway? Y'all knew that was a classic that wasn't even supposed to be touched, stupids. I'm mad they remade that bullshit. Next y'all gonna remake Waiting to Exhale. Some shit should just be left where the fuck it's at. This 2024. The fuck we need A Color Purple to be remade for? That's why she offered your ass the lease. Because it wasn't even supposed to be a bunch of money put into that bullshit. Shit. Better go and make the goddamn story of Mansa Musa. I know some of y'all seen that post showing this is the creator of The Color Purple and this is her family. Any questions? I've been waiting on a response to that, and I have not seen one yet. And of course, where I'm at and who I am, I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. But I was waiting on somebody to touch it, though. I'm controversial enough. I'm controversial enough. Hey, man, I'm just having fun, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I like to have these conversations. Like I said, let's talk about the challenge and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a musical, not the movie. Okay. I mean, I guess, like a musical, let's turn The Color Purple, the movie A Color Purple, into a musical. When they turned the book The Color Purple into a movie, it was like, all right, I can't knock you for that. Can we? It's a classic. I don't give a fuck how we feel about it. It's a classic. But then to turn the movie into a musical or a remake, I just feel like that was bad for business in the beginning. But that's my opinion, though. I'm not no motherfucking movie maker or no musical maker. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not my lane, so my fucking opinion don't matter. I will put that out there, right? But they knew they shouldn't fuck with that shit in the first place. You know what I'm saying? And on some G shit, if you was, I think it was an opportunity to be in the remake. This is The Color Purple. It was an opportunity. Fantasia, Taraji, whoever else took part. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was going to be one of those things that was heavily spoken about. Let's be clear. The Color Purple is a magnet for attention. And so being an actor on the remake of it within itself was a certain amount of publicity. That's just real. I got you to each their own. Tried about that opportunity in paper. Oh, they tried about that. It's about that opportunity in paper. Yeah, I mean, like it was. I mean, on some business shit, they knew they was gonna milk that one. They knew they was like you can't. It's like certain things. If you do it, it's bound to be seen. You know what I'm saying? That's the pre for the Broadway. Get that name out there. Oh, okay, Bear. Okay, Bear. Busy living. I see you. I didn't even see. It's the underlay for the overplay. See, Bear D Deus busy living. I don't know whether you're male or female. What's that? Okay, it look like female. So, Shorty, I didn't even think about that. That was very clever for you to be able to see down the road. Like, ooh, I ain't think about that. Say, okay, I'm with you though. So yeah, it was a setup. It was a setup for something more coming. Okay, I can see, and now we all know Broadway that lit. Well, we might not all know that, but those of us who know, Broadway that lit. Broadway that lit. So when you say that, I'm going, oh shit. Okay, that's why they did that. Okay, yeah. Okay. But with that being said, it still don't, for me, it still don't change, you know what I'm saying, the narrative of what we, because this was something going a little bit deeper. Thank you for pointing that out. But going back to the Taraji, it still don't change the fact that you was offered a certain compensation to, you know what I'm saying, fulfill the role, and you accepted it. Now I'm gonna say on the part about, you know, because it was a whole lot of other shit that came out. I don't know if y'all been, you know, reading the little memes and shit, but they were saying like that they did not give the actors and actresses chauffeurs to work. You know what I'm saying? They was telling them they had to provide their own transportation to work. And I would tell you, I was reading that shit, and I was like, wait a minute, what? And Taraji was like, what? I got to drive myself to work. That's not safe. Can we at least get... And I was like, damn. And then I had to remember, hold on, this is a whole nother level, bro. It's a whole nother level. Because it was amazing to me to read a woman saying, it's not safe for me to drive myself to work. I can't believe you put me through this. Like, wait, how the fuck else you going to get to work? Then I was like, okay, so you've been chauffeured around for the last 10 years that you've been, you know what I'm saying, in the industry. So it's like, okay, if this is how y'all normally are treated, makes sense, but I thought y'all paid for your own drivers, your own chauffeurs. So then it goes back to the whole, all right, if this is something that is known in the industry, because I'm not in the industry, so now these are questions. Like, so is this something, like, if Denzel goes to do a movie, when he gets the contract, does it say in the contract, we will supply a chauffeur to pull up to your house, pick you up and drive you to the studio, and when we're done, drive you back home and drop you off? I be want to know, is that included in the contract, or is this like something that's just kind of like unsaid understanding? Because that was another part that confused me. Like did you, when was it that you realized that you had to get yourself to work and it became an issue? You know what I'm saying? Like, was it like, oh, every fucking movie set or TV show I've ever done, this is what's been provided, so I'm sitting at home waiting on my chauffeur to pull up, and they didn't. So finally, when I called, Oprah was like, nah, bitch, what you talking about? You got to drive your fucking self to work. That could be a little bit frustrating, but is it in the contract? Is it not? You know what I'm saying? Now we need it to be catered around. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, on this part, I'm not judging, because now it's like, damn, is that something that y'all are used to? Is that something that you expect? Is that something that's in the contract? Is that, you know, like, but for me, it just showed, what I was reading, it showed a lot of spoiled bratness. It wasn't like, I wasn't reading going, oh my goodness, this is fucked up. They are treating y'all so fucked. No, it was like, shut your spoiled ass up. Are you fucking serious right now? You know what I'm saying? But again, I can't speak on that because I'm not privy to that life. I haven't been, you know what I'm saying, a Hollywood actor, you know, and know how they get treated. So it's like, I might say some shit and come back to be like, nah, dog, that's what's supposed to happen. So they was out of pocket for that shit. That's why I'm like, now in this part, I'm asking questions. Like, as far as you accepted a paycheck and you did a role and now you complaining about the, I don't gotta be no fucking actor to know that you fucking sound crazy as fuck. You sound silly. You sound like I said, me giving people employment, you're not gonna come back and tell me, oh, you heard how much I made, so now you want more for what you did. Just get out of here. Let me get you a chauffeur to get your ass from in front of me with that bullshit. Yeah. Man, talk to me, y'all. I talk back. Talk a little shit. Y'all know I talk that. I'm having fun with it, man. I've been on the book, you know what I'm saying? Stepping on toes all day today. Keep in mind, one of the things I said earlier in my video is, whenever you set out to make a fool of somebody, you are stepping onto the platform that could potentially give you the opportunity to be seen as a fool. I just want to make that clear. So anytime you run up on somebody, talking about I'm about to whoop their ass, you are immediately placing yourself into a situation where you're liable to get your ass whooped. So it's an equal opportunity situation. I don't mind hopping on and saying some fly shit. Because I could say some shit and you come back with some shit that make me look stupid. And then I'm like, damn, why I hop on your shit like that? And that's why I don't really be having no sympathy for motherfuckers jumping on my shit. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all got an issue with the way I speak to people. But it's like, yo, didn't you hop on this shit and make yourself a fucking target trying to show and prove that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about? Well, I mean, okay, then it's only fair. Let's do that. Let's go. Let's go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And then for me, it'd be like, oh shit, we ain't even talking about what we came to talk about. That's when I get uninterested. I hate when I'm debating with somebody and they lose all sense of what the fuck we debating about and start talking about every fucking thing but that. Do you, young blood kings? God bless, respect yourself. No doubt, respect. You know, so I be all about the debate, but can we please stay on topic? You know what I'm saying? Can we please have some support for the things that we saying? Somebody tried to debate me today and gonna tell me I know what I'm talking about because I'm tapped into source. What source? My source. Shut the fuck up. Your source. Your source. That's not a source. That's not a source. You know what I'm saying? I've never told one of my clients, oh, nah, this medicine can heal you. And I know because I tapped in the source within myself. And that's how I know. No. Anything that I'm telling you, I can show you what information I have, what scientific experiments took place, what fucking results came out, what motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't debate individuals that have no foundation for the shit they saying. That part, Source Magazine, okay? You feel me? Like if you just talking about cause I know internal in my soul, well, why you didn't know internally your soul how to pick the right baby mama or baby daddy? It be motherfuckers in the worst goddamn positions trying to convince me that they tapped in the goddamn source and that's why I'm supposed to listen to them. Where was the source when you was making all these fucked up decisions that have you now complaining about the way your fucking life is? Where was source then? Goddamn, Seven. Stall him out, Debo. Damn. I don't mean to. I just be saying. I'm just saying. That's why I be telling people I don't really want to debate. Because at some point in time, half of the debates that I get in, there's nothing left but room for me to disrespect you. That ain't what this is about. Let's keep the personal shit personal. But when you start saying stupid shit to me on some personal shit, whoa, now. Whoa, now. Like, I be telling people, hey, talk that shit because I talk that. Okay? Talk to me because I talk back. And talk that shit because I talk that. But just know that once we start talking that shit and you say you bilingual, I don't want to hear you crying that you don't understand where I'm coming from. You take off the gloves with me, that's just that. All right, cool, let's go. I'm not going to be the one crying about somebody going below the belt or hurting feelings or making somebody look silly or stupid. Like, I specialize in disrespect. I took Disrespect 101, Disrespect 103. I got a thesis in disrespecting the shit out of motherfucker, and I got a doctorate in fuck you and 4 motherfuckers who look just like you. From Nola, my baby. I got that understanding, King. No doubt. New Orleans, yeah. I got to get down there. Everybody talk about, oh, we got to get down there for Mardi Gras. Hey, I heard the real time to be in Louisiana is during Halloween. Holla if you hear me. Am I wrong or right? Talk to me now. Is that the time to be in New Orleans is during Halloween, or do I need to be trying to catch the Mardi Gras? You know what I'm saying? I heard that those that know that October during Halloween is when you go to New Orleans if you want to see the real magic of New Orleans, the real energy of New Orleans, the real essence of New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Said remedial for real. Nah, Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday. Yeah, I went to New Orleans during Hurricane Katrina for work. I was working with Huffmaster Crisis Response and a security company, and we went down there and it was horrible. Um, the water, like the bridge, there was this bridge that goes across. I don't know if it's a fucking river or something, but I was driving. We was driving. I looked over, and this bridge, the fucking street, just literally went under the water. Like it was like the fuck. What the? It just disappeared. And then we drove in, and there was Wendy's restaurants with the water levels up to the sign that's above the restaurant. Like the whole restaurant was underwater. There were bodies floating around, and we was instructed to tie the bodies to poles or trees and things like that. So once the water receded, the bodies would still be there, so they could pick them up and identify them. It was horrible. New Orleans, like, so when I went, it was under horrible conditions. It was a lot going on, a lot of robbing, stealing, and looting. It was at the point where it was still all fucked up. You understand? And so, like, I've always had like a certain place in my heart, like, for New Orleans and the people of New Orleans, like, witnessing that. But at this point, I would like to visit New Orleans and see it in a joyful state. You know what I'm saying? See it back in what it is now. You know, I know it's not regular or back to normal. There's never a normal after things like this. That's like us talking about now, like, oh, after COVID, when things go back to normal, there is no fucking normal. It'll never be the way that they were. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so I understand that. But I would like to see New Orleans with the sunshine and a smile on the city, you know? That's the one, Youngblood King. But Halloween is no joke. 12 was gone. Yeah, I went through it. Damn, you was out there, so you one of them survivors from there. Yeah, man. Damn, like, yeah, that was some heavy shit. My heart goes out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? My heart, my home, my city. 58 years, about to be 59. I love my city. Oh man. So you was there through it and stayed through it and still there now. That's something else right there. You know, respect and love. You know, respect and love. That's you know, my city went through the riots, Detroit. And I wasn't around to witness it, so don't let me speak like, oh, I remember when. But I remember reading the news articles and seeing how those riots started and what happened, and Black Bottom Detroit and the erasing of all that history and building them freeways, and just how cities go through these life changes just like people do. You know what I'm saying? Every city has a personality to it, and as the years go by, it goes through things, and certain traumas and dramas are left on the personality of those cities as a whole. Like, New Orleans will never forget or get over Hurricane Katrina and the blowing up of those levees. New York will never get over the inside job that the U.S. pulled blowing up in Twin Towers. Detroit will never get over the riots that it went through for the lies that were thrown out about the race relations that was going on. And this is, let me be clear, this conversation I'm having right now, this is exactly why I have the conversations that I have on my live. Think about how this live started and what we were talking about. Think about how people will come out and will say things or implement things or imply things that causes a mass emotional response. Because to be clear, the riots in Detroit started because of a lie that was told and racial emotional response to the lies. A whole city was burned down. People were killed. Women, men, children were harmed, displaced over lies, over misunderstandings, over things that could have been addressed had conversations went on. Think about that. One of my favorite quotes is, communication kills confusion. And understand that there are a lot of people who thrive from chaos magic. Chaos magic is one of the easiest magics to practice. It's for weak people who want to be in a place of power. Chaos magic. So that's why it's the easiest, that's why they run to it, is because it's the easiest. You see? Absolutely. No communication is from no conversation. Right. Communication kills confusion. If we want to get the confusion out, then we have to communicate with one another. So going back to what I was saying, chaos magic is one of the easiest magics to practice. Candle magic is more difficult than chaos magic. Kitchen witching or cooking is more difficult than chaos magic. You got to at least know the ingredients. You got to know what ingredient to add to it and what those ingredients do. Chaos magic, you just got to make some bullshit happen. And once everybody starts responding in a chaotic fashion, there you go. You have the power to implement, to implant, to extract, to take out, to change, to alter. Nobody's paying attention. That's why I say, hey, yo, you got to cause me a distraction. Bow, boo, ah! Fire! Everybody, oh shit, what the fuck? You standing right behind him doing whatever the fuck you need to do. Nobody's paying attention. Nobody's seeing that shit. This is where you get these extra woke people coming out talking about, hey y'all, this is to distract y'all from Cat Williams apparently was to distract us from the Epstein list coming out. It didn't. I listened to the 3 hours of Cat Williams and then I went, oh shit, the Epstein list. It did not distract me, right? But there was an alien in Miami. And apparently it was like 600 police officers down there and people running around. And I don't know. I have not seen the alien yet. I don't know what the fuck nobody's talking about. I haven't seen anything, but there was a bunch of chaos that took place around that shit. Think about it, y'all. You see what I'm saying? Chaos magic is the easiest thing, especially in this day and age, because our people believe anything, man. Our people fall for anything, man. Our people go for anything, man. And you can tell by looking at these posts that are being posted, these things that are... Shut up, Seven. Why? This is my platform. I'm talking about the fuck I want. Like, listen. No disrespect, but like these women sharing this ignorant ass post with Yada on it. Him talking about how he bought his wife. And sharing this shit. If y'all niggas, y'all don't understand, this is what y'all can't do. This is what y'all don't do. Y'all can't stand up to his standards. Y'all mad because he's... Listen, Shorty, you do know he beating the shit out of his women, right? Right? No, you didn't. Oh, you ain't. You just trying to deflect from, am I really? So that's your standard of living? As long as a man pays for you, he can whoop your ass. And then they get mad at me for saying, this nigga ain't the standard, he be beating his way. You wanted me, and you... Wait a minute. Women are actually mad at me because I'm saying a man who abuses women should not be seen as the standard man in our community. Women are actually mad at me for that. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. Chaos magic is the easiest magic to motherfucking use. It's my least favorite magic. Let me be clear. It's my least favorite. I'm a master in my craft. So I employ glamour magic. I employ money magic. I employ defense against the dark arts. I employ healing spells. I employ what? Chaos magic. That shit is weak. That's what it is. It's for me, it's the magician's realm representation for a weak ass bully. You know, the kid who be at home and his stepfather be beating the shit out of his punk ass and he be crying. So then the next day he come to school and he pick on everybody else who doing their work. That's how I feel about people who conduct chaos magic. I feel like it's the whole ass dudes in the streets who pull drive-bys. He's gonna drive by the house and shoot into the house. My man slapped the shit out of you last week and you mad, so you drove and shot his house up. Listen, check my resume in the streets. You a hoe ass motherfucker to me. I don't do drive-bys, I do walk-ups. So that's how I see chaos magic. You know what I'm saying? I see it as like a weak individual. If you'll pull a drive-by, you know what I'm saying? Or these other things that I just spoke about, that's the type of individual who uses chaos magic. You're going to affect everybody in a negative manner to get something across or to, be able to achieve something. To me, that's weak. That's weak. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's my opinion. I know it's people out here who are fans of chaos magic and do study and practice chaos magic, and that's my opinion to individuals who deal with chaos magic. You know what I'm saying? But understand that that is the one that is being utilized against us the most. So when we talk about the government and the powers that be and the man and all of these different code words that we have for those over us, that's the type of magic they running on y'all. It's chaos magic. And I will say that distraction, I guess in chaos magic, when that chaotic shit is going on, it is causing people to be distracted. So I'm saying that to say, I guess people who say they trying to distract y'all, I've always been like, man, shut the fuck up, man. You gotta. So this is my thing: to be distracted, you first have to have focus. Like you had to have focus before I could distract you. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you sitting in the room and you just sitting there like this, and then I come and I slap you on the head like that, you can't say stop. You're stopping me from doing my homework. Motherfucker, you wasn't doing homework when I walked in. You ain't doing homework now. You gotta literally be doing homework, and then me come and slap the book off the desk or slap you or something, be like, stop, you're distracting me. Then it's distraction. Man, half y'all don't even. What's the homework? What's the focus? If these things are distracting you, what are they distracting you from? That to me is just some woke nigga shit to say. Oh man, y'all let this shit that's going on distract y'all. No, actually, I'm paying attention to what's going on because they're current events. Taraji P Henson isn't a distraction. This is something that we can speak about as a people and say, hey, I mean, does this make sense? Was this wrong? Was this right? That's why I turned it into a real life scenario. I've employed people. Have you employed people before? All right. Well, if you've employed people or if you've been employed, is this right? Is this really the way to look at this? Should we be villainizing people for these practices, you know? But again, we have to be able to have conversations to get into any of this. I love conversations. I love debates. I love going back and forth. Y'all know that. What I don't like engaging in ignorance. I'm a low ignorant type of dude. No ignorance. I don't want to do ignorance. I don't want to do disrespect. I don't want to do belittling. And I don't want to do deflection. Okay? But I do want to have dope conversations. So, if y'all ever up for it, y'all know where to find me. And other than that, man, shit, enjoy y'all day and tell somebody you love them in a language they can understand it in. Peace.